Alrighty, so we're going to look at setting up your students the first time. Now I'm using my computer for this, so there might be a couple differences, but the general gist of it is you have the students go to their start and all programs and office. And so OneNote's right here, and the first time they click this, as it gets started with the setup, right after that you're going to see a pop-up window that asks if they want to sync to the cloud. And at least in my district, that did not work. You need to establish the connection through OneNote first. So cancel the sync to the cloud option, and then this screen will open. And we can see right here, this is OneNote's little basics and tutorials. Really good for students to go through and check stuff out. It even has at the bottom of the page, a little activity, create your first page. And this is good to have students go through. Though I do find that video tutorials work, or introductions seem to work better. But once they're in this part of OneNote, you need to create a notebook for them that will be on the cloud. So in our case, we went to File, and they're going to create a new notebook. And here's where the tricky part is. The OneDrive personal account with the setup that our district has does not allow students to share their notebook with a link, an editing link that gives you the ability to edit their notebooks. You have to choose the district OneDrive for them to be able to share a link with you. So make sure they have selected the one that is district-wide, and then they simply click Browse. This often takes a few minutes because it's going out and looking for their account on the OneDrive for the district, but eventually we get this create a new notebook screen. I've gone ahead and created a few folders for myself. They could do the same by clicking new folder or simply put it at this level. They're going to see this folder by default and they can put it in there, but that gives access for everybody to theirs, so I had them put it just at this level. They named their notebooks, and for my naming conventions, I just had them use a first name and then whichever period they're in, and that way I can sort them later, and I'll discuss how I do that and how I collect those in another video. So then they simply click Create, and it thinks for a few minutes, and then it's going to pop up a notebook that's got nothing in it. It's a blank, empty notebook. This is entirely up to you. I usually select Not Now because we'll do that later. And here's their new notebook. I can see their name, which period they're in, and we can get started. And so from here, we will do the sharing options. But getting that first notebook set up is just that easy. I do it as a class activity where I model it on the board, just as I did here. You can do it any way you wish, but there's basically those three steps of File, New, making sure you pick the correct OneDrive folder, which would be the one for your district, and then have them name their notebook and you're good to go. In the next video, we'll talk about how to be able to interact with their notebooks and have them share it with you.